When the upper half doesn't turn, no matter how much connection you're trying to have, this is always going to keep happening because you're missing the final piece. You're missing the main ingredient. Do you ever feel like you can never stay connected? A lot of players struggle with this, no matter how hard they try, no matter how many drills they do, no matter how many connection balls they do. When the game's on the line, they can't stay connected, no matter how hard they try. They think it's their hands. And I've worked with hundreds and thousands of players. Some players tonight that you actually saw in the All-Star game work on the exact same thing with me and the same thing that you're looking for. I'm going to show you how we can fix it and how we can keep getting better and how we can actually get it to show up when the game's on the line. Here we go. So anytime I talk to players and we talk about connection, they always talk about the hands, the elbow, this type of position. Especially when they feel it, it's easy for them to feel their hands, but I feel like a lot of players are working on the wrong thing or they're not feeling enough of the right things. And a lot of players, they think it's the hand, but they always forget it's the body motion as well. The upper body has to turn. And I like to tell some players, try to get the upper body and the back hip to turn as well. Trying to make that all feel connected, all like it's one big piece. Like someone dropped concrete down from the sky and everything's working together as much as you can. It's a great feeling for a lot of players to stay in sync and feel connected. When the upper half doesn't turn, no matter how much connection you're trying to have, this is always going to keep happening because you're missing the final piece. You're missing the main ingredient. You're missing the chest rotation, the shoulder rotation, the body rotation. Don't just stay connected. Stay rotational. Get rotational. This can really help. What does real connection look like? Obviously, on away pitches, you're going to be a little bit more disconnected than you are going to be tight and kind of handcuffed on middle in. It's always a little bit different. That's why hitting so hard. It's not always going to be the perfect swing. There's going to be different timing points. There's going to be different, or there's going to be more connection or lack thereof, depending on location and pitch. One of the best feels and videos that I have for connection, and especially feeling, is Shohei Ohtani. He has a video where he clamps it down on the shoulder and simply just rotates. When you look at that video, you can see that back hip and the back shoulder, right? A lot of players need this. A lot of players, just like I said earlier in this video, they think it's all about the hands. They forget about the body rotation. I love this feeling because it takes the hands out of it and it gets the body to feel more in control of the swing. I personally need this. I personally am a handsy hitter. I need to feel more body. Then once I get about here, then the hands get off the shoulder. So it's like body, 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 hands, hands, hands. Some players need the opposite. You guys have been around me long enough. I'm huge on finding what you need. Not every player needs this. A lot of players do. A lot of players need to have this in their toolbox for when they do need it. That's why I try to make everything as much as I can, depending on what each player needs. Another player who I love learning from is Donovan. When he's doing a lot of his training and doing a lot of his movements just in general, he's working a ton on body rotation, lower half, upper half. And if you watch his actual game swing when he's facing 97 with his sweeper and his splitter, when he swings, it's just like this. And at the last second, then he squares up to the ball. He does a ton of prep work before he even gets in the cage, working on rotating. I have a video I'm going to show right here of him doing I think it's a sandbag, might be a water bag, but I think it's a sandbag. There's also a pulley system on his hips. He's working on rotating with his body. This is very, very, very important for him to maintain his really short swing while also learning how to turn connected and turn with a lot of speed, adding speed in his swing without adding length. This is very, very important, and almost every youth hitter or just hitter in general across the whole world can learn from. Right now I'm going to show you the progression that I promised you at the beginning part of this video. First thing, we're going to warm up. We're going to put the bat across our shoulders, across our chest, and we're going to work on rotating. I like to try to cue getting the end part of the bat facing the pitcher. That's going to get a full rotation. Working on this with the lower half and upper half. I have a lot of my players do this. We'll do righty and lefty to make sure you're warming up both sides of the body. 2 sets of 5 each side, so 20 total. Progression number 2, bat on shoulder, Ohtani feels. So now you're doing this movement with the bat on your shoulder. Go as far as you can with that same movement. 2 sets of 5, 3, 4, 5. Good, take a break, and you'll do that again. Doing this all while keeping your head down, tracking the ball in. Number 3, stop swings, stopping at contact. I love these. We can hit them, but we can also just do practice swings. I like my players choking up to make sure that it's not too heavy on the wrist. They can still go fast and strong. So we'll load up, do it with a stride. You can do it with no stride too, but I like doing everything with a stride to stay athletic and actually work on the timing and the syncing of the moves. So we'll do it with the stride, toe tap, stop at contact. And it feels like my rotation delivers my swing. I'll do it from chest view, 1 sec. Chest view, toe tap, envision the ball coming in, timing. If you slow that down, it feels like my rotation delivers it, okay? That's number 3. It feels like you're hitting a punching bag, feels like you're hitting a tire and trying to win a prize at a carnival. Trying to be really strong, trying to be connected, relying more on the body, less of the hands. Progression number 4, it's the exact same swing, but you're releasing a little bit more, getting more of a 3/4 finish. So you're gonna be doing the exact same thing, but then as you get to contact, it's gonna add a little bit more length. These are called 3/4 swings, but it feels like my body and my back shoulder especially is delivering my path. So I'm doing the exact same thing. If you slow it down, and once I get about there, then I get a little bit more length. Then progression number 5 is simply just hitting. You're just swinging full, but you're feeling like the back shoulder and the backside just in general delivers everything. I don't feel like my hands activate until almost like my finish. It just stays, then I swing. Obviously, on inside pitches, it's gonna stay a little bit tighter, a little bit longer. On outside pitches, it's gonna get about there, then it's gonna release a little bit earlier. And just like everything, save this for when you need it, find what you need, and good luck.